Good Monday morning, everyone. Today is Singer Family Chiropractic's health tip number, here we go, 6. Terrific. So a philosopher once said that life should be like a candle. It should burn brightly, flicker once or twice, and then go out. And I love that. You know, a couple of weeks ago, there was a folk artist. I did not know who he was, even though I love folk music. He was at the Florida Songwriters Convention or Guild or whatever. And he was on stage. This was his third time on stage throughout the weekend. And he was sitting there. He was playing his guitar. And he looked up. He stopped, actually. And he looked up. And he said sorry to the audience. And then he just put his head down and closed his eyes. And that was it. He actually transitioned right there. Still just sitting there holding the guitar, you know, didn't slump down, just amazing. And isn't that the way that life should be? I mean, don't we all want a life that is absolutely wonderful and then flickers once or twice and then goes out? I remember years ago, I had a patient that I had been taking care of for years, Rosemarie, and Rosemarie was getting up in age, and her daughter, from California, came to visit her and was staying with her. And Rosemarie was a volunteer at the Murakami Museum in Delray Beach. And she had been there, I think, for 25 years volunteering. So they threw her a big party. They threw her a big event. And she was the guest of honor. And they just had this whole big event at the Murakami just for her, just to celebrate her 25 years. And she drove home that night from the event. For some reason, her daughter was not able to be there. But when she got home, she called her daughter. She said it was like one of the best nights of her life. She absolutely loved it. The dinner was great. You know, everybody said some great things about her, and it was really all for her. So her daughter says, you know, you have to tell me more. I'll see you when I get home. Okay. So she sits down at home in her favorite chair. She closes her eyes, and boom, that's it. She's gone. And isn't that a way to end life? You know, and I had been taking care of Rosemarie for years. She was on maintenance care, many, many years, coming in just, you know, once a week. I'd like to think that chiropractic had something to do with that. I'd like to think that chiropractic is designed to take you from, as we say, from womb to tomb. That took her all the way through life. And Rosemarie had very few problems, if any at all. She was just healthy. She was just staying healthy with chiropractic. Amazing that a 5-minute session with me once a week could keep her good all the way until the end, and then she flickered once or twice and then just went out, just like a candle. And that's not the way that most people live their life today. Most people live their life, they're not getting adjusted, especially towards the end. They're taking a ton of medications. They're trying to prolong life, but at what cost? At what cost? So it's really not so much a health tip, but something to think about. You know, we all have to think about how we want our end to be. And, you know, we're not totally in charge of that. You know, how the end comes is how the end comes. But I'd like to think that we're a little bit in charge of that. I like to think that if we're under chiropractic care regularly, we're going to stay healthy, we're going to feel good throughout our entire life, we're going to be on less drugs and less medications, we're going to need less doctor's visits, and then hopefully when we're old and gray, we just come home one day, we sit down on our favorite chair, and then poof, we're gone. We're into the next phase, we're into the next realm, we're going to meet our Creator. So really, regardless of your age, something to really think about. And I really do believe, I don't know about this folk singer, I don't know if he was under chiropractic care or not, but I like to believe that in part the reason why Rosemarie had an absolutely wonderful life right until the last second, of no pain and no misery, I'd like to think it's due to chiropractic care. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Have a great week, everyone. God bless you and your families.